The ocean becomes unrecognizable after a certain depth, sunlight disappears, temperature collapses, pressure becomes so extreme it would crush a human body in seconds. And below that darkness, something else begins. An ecosystem so hostile, so violent, and so biologically strange that scientists still discover creatures that look less like animals and more like extraterrestrials. This is Primal Politics, and tonight we descend into the most terrifying battlefield on Earth, the deep sea. A place where evolution stopped following normal rules, a place where survival became so brutal that nature created monsters. Because the deeper you go into the ocean, the less life feels familiar. At first, the descent seems peaceful. Blue water, silence, stillness. Then the light starts fading. The last traces of sunlight vanish above you. And suddenly, there is no horizon anymore. Only blackness. Not darkness like nighttime, true darkness. The kind the human brain was never designed to experience. Down here, vision becomes almost useless. So life evolved differently. Creatures began using light itself as a weapon. Bioluminescence, tiny living lights glowing in endless black water. At first, it looks beautiful, like stars floating through space. Then you realize what those lights actually are. Lures, traps, hunting signals. Because almost everything in the deep ocean is either hunting or trying not to be hunted. Take the anglerfish, one of the most horrifying predators ever created by evolution. Its body looks almost unfinished. Needle-like teeth, massive jaws, black skin designed to disappear into darkness. But the most terrifying part hangs directly above its mouth, a glowing lure. The anglerfish waves this tiny light slowly in front of its face, not randomly, patiently, like bait on a fishing line. Small creatures drifting through darkness mistake the glow for food, or safety, or another living organism. And the moment they move closer, the anglerfish strikes, its jaws open with terrifying speed. And because prey is so rare in the deep sea, the anglerfish evolved one horrifying advantage. Its mouth can expand massively, meaning it will attempt to swallow prey almost as large as itself. Because in the deep ocean, you don't know when the next meal is coming. So everything became aggressive, desperate, extreme, and maybe nothing represents deep sea horror better than the giant squid. For centuries, sailors thought creatures like this were myths, sea monsters, kraken stories invented to explain disappearances at sea. Then humans finally found them real. Massive eyes the size of dinner plates, tentacles lined with rotating hooks, bodies built for combat in darkness. And the terrifying part? We still know very little about them. Think about that. Humans mapped continents. Split atoms walked on the moon, yet enormous predators still exist in Earth's oceans that we barely understand. Because the deep sea hides things incredibly well, most of the ocean floor remains unexplored even today, which means somewhere below us right now, creatures are hunting in total darkness without humans ever witnessing it. Entire food chains operating beyond our sight, alien wars happening silently beneath miles of water. And down there, size changes everything. In the deep ocean, gigantism appears repeatedly. Giant squid, Japanese spider crabs, massive isopods, worms stretching absurd lengths. Scientists believe the freezing temperatures and extreme pressure contribute to these bizarre sizes. But psychologically, giant deep-sea creatures trigger something ancient in humans. The fear of being small in open water. The fear of something enormous moving beneath you, unseen. Because humans are land creatures, we rely on stable ground, clear vision, predictable movement. The deep sea removes all of that. You float helplessly in an environment where predators can approach from any direction. Above, below, behind, and often you won't see them until they're already touching you. That fear becomes very real with the dragonfish. A predator that looks almost engineered for nightmares. Long black body, transparent teeth, glowing organs beneath the skin, and unlike surface predators that rely on visible light, dragonfish evolve something terrifying: invisible hunting beams. Some species produce red bioluminescent light that most deep-sea animals cannot see, meaning the dragonfish can illuminate prey without the prey realizing it's exposed. Imagine a predator using invisible headlights in total darkness while remaining completely hidden itself. That's not just survival, that's technological level hunting strategy created by evolution. And evolution in the deep sea became ruthless because resources are scarce, food is limited, energy matters, which means almost every creature evolved to maximize efficiency. The vampire squid developed defensive mucus clouds that glow in darkness. The gulper eel evolved jaws so large it can consume prey bigger than its own body. The cookie cutter shark literally removes chunks of flesh from larger animals like a living parasite. Nothing down there fights fairly. Everything cheats, everything adapts, everything weaponizes biology. Because the deep sea is not an ecosystem built on comfort. It's an arms race, a cold war happening in eternal darkness. And maybe the most disturbing part is the pressure itself. At extreme depths, the ocean becomes physically violent to life. Thousands of pounds of pressure crush against every inch of the body constantly. Humans entering those depths without protection would die instantly. Yet, deep sea organisms evolved to survive conditions that seem impossible. Soft bodies, flexible skeletons, biochemistry adapted to pressure humans cannot even comprehend. Life found a way to exist where logic says it shouldn't. And maybe that's why the deep ocean feels alien to us, because biologically, it almost is. Scientists often compare deep sea exploration to space exploration, not metaphorically, literally. The environment is so extreme that many technologies designed for deep ocean missions directly inspired spacecraft engineering. Darkness, isolation, pressure, unknown terrain. The deep sea is Earth's closest equivalent to another planet, and honestly, sometimes it feels even more terrifying than space. Because space at least looks empty. The deep ocean feels occupied. Something is always moving down there, even when you can't see it, especially when you can't see it. That's what terrifies divers. Not sharks, not even drowning, the darkness itself. The feeling that the black water around you is alive. Because somewhere beyond visibility, eyes are watching, predators are hunting, and evolution is continuing without human witnesses. Right now, while cities sleep above the surface, wars are happening thousands of feet below. Creatures are ambushing each other in silence. Lights are flashing through darkness like coded signals. Bodies are being torn apart in freezing water no sunlight has touched for centuries. And humanity sees almost none of it. Because in Primal Politics, the most terrifying battlefield on Earth was never land. It was the alien war hidden beneath the ocean floor.